Get ready for the headlines that are shaking the world. We start with the massive legal battle between Elon Musk and OpenAI. A federal jury has just delivered a verdict, rejecting Elon Musk's claims, finding that he filed his lawsuit too late. This decision throws a spotlight on the fundamental questions surrounding how powerful AI companies balance their public missions with the pursuit of profit, leaving us to wonder how accountability should truly work in this new technological landscape. Elon Musk virtually unfireable. With Class B shares holding 10 times the voting power, the system is set up so that Musk can only be removed by his own vote. This management-favorable structure has sparked serious alarms from regulators, suggesting that the rules governing these massive tech entities are fundamentally broken. And finally, we shift focus to global innovation. Elon Musk has put his admiration on full display, praising Israeli innovation as absolutely #1 in the world. We look at the incredible technological advancements coming out of Israel and what this says about where the next wave of world-changing breakthroughs is actually happening. Stay with us, because this is the news that shapes tomorrow. A jury rejected Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI, but the trial has intensified scrutiny over the accountability of powerful AI companies, highlighting the tension between an organization's public mission and its pursuit of profit. The legal battle between Musk and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has shifted the focus from personal conflict to a broader societal question. How should the public hold AI entities accountable? Elnor Ebrahim, a professor of international business at the Fletcher School and Tisch College, suggests the case serves as a crucial examination of mission-driven organizations transitioning toward profit-seeking structures. OpenAI's evolution, moving from a nonprofit foundation to a structure incorporating for-profit subsidiaries and public benefit corporations, underscores the conflict between its stated mission and the capital demands faced as a leading technology firm. Musk alleged that OpenAI betrayed its founding nonprofit mission by restructuring to attract private investment, while OpenAI countered that Musk had previously supported for-profit plans and was attempting to undermine the organization to benefit his competitor, xAI. The jury ruled against Musk, finding his claims untimely, though his legal team is reportedly planning an appeal. However, Ebrahim argues that the verdict does not resolve the core governance questions raised by the trial. He points to significant changes in OpenAI's mission statement following its conversion to a for-profit structure. Earlier language committed the organization to building AI, unconstrained by a need to generate financial return, a commitment that has since been altered, reportedly dropping the safely clause and the explicit mention of financial return. Ebrahim contends these changes effectively render the original mission meaningless, as the company now faces pressure to prioritize investor returns. Questions remain regarding the authority of the nonprofit foundation overseeing the for-profit entity, the independence of its oversight, and how safety and public benefit are weighed against investor demands. Ebrahim emphasizes the need for transparency from both OpenAI and the state attorneys general of California and Delaware, who approved the restructuring, to justify the new framework and how it safeguards the public interest. The core issue, as framed by Musk, centers on the idea that resources intended for public service should not be transferred into private hands. While OpenAI maintained that Musk's objections were self-interested, Ebrahim stresses that separating personalities from the underlying governance failures is essential. Ultimately, the trial exposed systemic governance gaps. Ebrahim concludes that the problem extends beyond this specific case, as current corporate and nonprofit governance models are inadequate for overseeing organizations with the power to reshape society. The lack of clear guidance from state authorities underscores a broader challenge in establishing effective governance models for AI companies. SpaceX is gearing up for an initial public offering on June 12, with expectations that the debut could propel Elon Musk into the status of the first trillionaire in history. Investors are anticipating a valuation between $1.75 trillion and $2 trillion, potentially making Musk's net worth soar beyond his current estimate of $811 billion. This massive valuation is fueling both excitement and skepticism among financial analysts. The scope of SpaceX has expanded significantly beyond its initial goal of establishing a second civilization on Mars. The company now encompasses a diverse portfolio, including consumer satellite internet services through Starlink, defense satellite operations via Starshield, and an artificial intelligence division, XAI, which includes the Grok chatbot. Musk has outlined a shifting strategic focus, prioritizing the long-term survival of consciousness over immediate gains, with a focus on making the moon city self-sustaining within a decade. However, the ambitious plans have drawn criticism. Some industry figures have dismissed the valuation as nonsensical, while others remain confident in Musk's ability to generate hype for the IPO. One investment firm's CEO described the business plan as hallucinogenic, suggesting Musk may have lost focus in his pursuit of investor excitement. A significant point of contention centers on SpaceX's proposed corporate governance structure. Confidential filings indicate a dual-class stock system where Class B shares, held by upper-echelon inventors, possess 10 times the voting power. Crucially, the filing stipulates that Musk, as CEO and chairman, can only be removed by the vote of Class B holders, effectively making him unfireable without his own consent. Musk defends this structure as necessary to maintain laser focus on existential goals, shielding the company from short-term pressures. This management-favorable governance has raised alarms among regulators and observers. Several state and city controllers have voiced concerns over what they term the most management-favorable governance structure ever, noting that removing the most powerful officer would require his own vote. In a move to further solidify his position, SpaceX reportedly offered Musk an additional 200 million Class B voting shares contingent upon achieving a $7.5 trillion valuation. As the IPO approaches, the company's operational readiness is critical. SpaceX is scheduled to launch its redesigned Starship V3 megarocket on Wednesday, with analysts stressing that the rocket must perform flawlessly to satisfy potential shareholders. The outcome of the IPO and the company's continued trajectory remain closely watched. A federal jury has dismissed Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI and its top executives, ruling that he filed the case too late and missed a statutory deadline after a 3-week trial in Oakland, California. Musk had accused OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and his deputy of betraying the organization's mission to remain a nonprofit dedicated to guiding artificial intelligence for the good of humanity, alleging they shifted toward a money-making focus. The jury deliberated for less than 2 hours before reaching its verdict. Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers accepted the decision, dismissing Musk's claims. Musk stated he would file an appeal, asserting that the verdict hinged on a calendar technicality rather than the merits of the case, emphasizing that it's not okay to steal a charity. The lawsuit stemmed from Musk's accusations that Altman and Brockman unjustly enriched themselves as OpenAI's valuation soared, particularly after ChatGPT's success. OpenAI countered that there was no guarantee the organization would remain a nonprofit indefinitely, and argued that Musk's suit was an attempt to undermine the company's growth and bolster his competing entity, XAI. During the trial, testimony highlighted the intense rivalry between the tech titans. Altman defended the company's mission, noting early concerns about the control of artificial general intelligence, AGI. He also expressed personal disappointment, stating he felt Musk had abandoned the mission and failed to uphold his promises. Musk sought damages related to the alleged breach of charitable trust and Altman's removal from the board. The case also touched upon the 2023 ouster of Altman as CEO and his subsequent return. OpenAI lawyers characterized the lawsuit as an after-the-fact contrivance designed to sabotage a competitor. Microsoft, an investor and co-defendant, welcomed the decision, reaffirming its commitment to scaling AI with OpenAI. The verdict underscores the complex and contentious relationship between Musk and OpenAI as the AI landscape continues its rapid evolution. Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla and SpaceX, has highly praised Israeli innovation, declaring it to be #1 in the world based on innovation per capita. Speaking at the Samsung International Smart Mobility Summit at Expo Tel Aviv on Monday, Musk expressed admiration for the country's technological advancements, stating, "I think it is objectively true that Israel punches high above its weight for population." He added, "My hat is off to Israel for just how much incredible innovation. I'd say innovation per capita. Israel must be #1 in the world." The remarks were shared by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on X, where he thanked Musk, calling him the world's leading man in innovation. Musk was originally scheduled to deliver the keynote address at the conference, which was postponed from March due to the conflict with Iran. Speaking from Texas, Musk apologized for missing the event, but conveyed his desire to visit Israel again. This two-day conference, hosted by the Israeli Ministry of Transport and Road Safety, convened business leaders, innovators, policymakers, and academics to discuss the future trends shaping 21st-century mobility.